Hey folks, did you know that the majority of cyclists, yes, that includes you, are actually damaging their body on their pursuit to fitness? In this video, I'm going to give you 2 joints that are causing you problems, your pelvis, meaning your back is sore, and your neck and shoulders. And I'm going to give you some drills that I use every single day that are going to help you. So while you subscribe to the channel, I'll wait for you. Okay, I'm kind like that. Hit the subscribe button and let's get cracking. Now, you're a warrior, aren't you? Yep, you're nodding your head, but you're acting like a fanny. What? I'm training 6 to 12 hours a week, coach. I've got a wife, 15 kids. You're busy as fuck. Yeah? So those 6 hours, those 8 hours, 10, 12, whatever you've got, you are a warrior. But the trouble is, your input is not matching your output because you're climbing off your bike. Oh, my back is sore. Or you're getting off your bike and you're shrugging your shoulders like you're a fucking tortoise coming in and out of its shell. But you don't do anything about it. You blame your bike. And you've got to get a new bike. You've got 5 bikes already. Or you blame your age. Or you blame you haven't got the time. But you've got the time to do the big metrics, the hours, the miles, the kilometres, but you're focusing on the wrong thing. The journey to the 1% club is about longevity. It's not about an event that's happening in 6 weeks. Your love of cycling is lifelong. So remember, I can go into more depth. I've built programs for you in my Cycling Basecamp group. It's free to join. Just click the link, okay? At the end of this video. Okay, so let's talk about what we can do. Let me give you symptoms and a cure. The first thing, bad back. Well, where's it coming from? Right, your pelvis, as I've told you so many times before, is trying to stabilize. So that movement when you're cycling, okay, wiggling your ass like Beyonce at the disco. Look, the idea is that the glutes should be working, but your glute's a pile of shit. Why is it a pile of shit? Because you're sitting down for long periods each day. You're avoiding using stairs. You're not doing the drills to strengthen your glute. And this is giving you the stiff back. And this stiff back is a sign of pain. Stiffness is pain. When it comes to cycling, that is. Now, don't get thoughts, okay? Anyway, stay with me. What you're gonna do is drill number 1. Every time you cycle your bike, before you get on, I want you to think of the pre-warm-up. And you're going to do 3 times 10 body squats. You're going to go deep down all the way to the ground, come up, and you're going to squeeze your butt cheeks at the top. This is going to help activate the glute, switch it on. So when you climb on the bike, the glute's already working, okay? Now, while you're riding your bike, here's what you're going to do. You're going to practice going into the drops. Roll your pelvis forward. Roll it forward to the nose of the saddle and really feel the glute working by placing the pelvis closer to the bottom bracket. Boom, we make it more efficient. And the third thing I want you doing is on a daily basis, a set of glute bridges. Just lying on your back, doing the glute bridges. I'm asking for 3 sets of 10. I'm talking about 2 minutes a day. This is not a long period, so don't give me any of your bullshit, you haven't got time. No mat needed for this. Now, this is a drill that I will do at least 2 times a day, but definitely every single day, mostly in the morning. So all we do, nice easy, lying position, hands on the ground, and I'm going to lift my pelvis up, and I'm going to squeeze and create that glute bridge. Now I'm going to try as hard as I can to lift all the way through, as high as I can, down 10 times. I do that 3 times rotation, but I add another drill in. I'm going to show you that in a second because it's to do with the neck. Yes, kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Again, a phrase you can't use. You can't kill birds, but you know what I mean. Move on, coach. What's the next problem? You get off your bike after your 10th hour of the week and you're shrugging your shoulders like a tortoise trying to come in and out of its shell. What you've got to understand is it goes back to your posture, your sitting position. So you may be riding your bike 10 hours a week, but you're sitting on your ass 10 hours a day and you've got bad posture. You're collapsing when you sit down and you're riding your bike with your chin pointing like a compass. We've got to take that pressure off because your head is heavy. The average head is somewhere between 4 and 5 kilograms. And for those people that have got a head like a melon, it's even heavier. Can't criticize people with big heads now. Okay, I'm sorry about that. So remember, your glute's job is to stabilize the pelvis. So when you're cycling, the pelvis is doing that little Beyonce thing. Put a ring on, you know the drill. Okay, so what we want to do is to make sure the glute is doing that job. Because most people have got glutes of shit. Remember, your pelvis is like a GoPro. It's going to want to constantly stabilize. So the firmer, the more stable we have it on the bike, the better it is for your back. Before we start, dead simple, drill 1, we do 10 deep body squats. Feet 10 to 2, or what's comfortable. Do not overstrain your hamstrings. Use your bike and just high chest, down we go, and up. We do that 10 times. And at the up phase, so when we go down, okay, up, squeeze, buns of steel. Squeeze your glutes. Tell them you're gonna work. You're gonna work, glutes. God damn it, you're gonna work. That's important. 3 times 10 before you even get on the bike. What I want you to do is to make sure that you practice, okay? The majority of people who are sitting on the bike, their glute is too far away from the bottom bracket. So to alleviate that, don't move your saddle forward yet. Come into the drops and roll a little bit forward. Okay, when you come into the drops and we roll the pelvis forward, we get into a more powerful pedaling position. But by coming into the drops, we also reduce the reach. The distance to the drops is often shorter than the distance to the hoods. So even just for a couple of minutes, you can practice this, but really feel your pelvis rolling forward onto the nose of the saddle. It is a fantastic drill. It will get you lower and it will also get you faster, and it will take pressure off the lumbar. We are static on the bike at the top. So we need to do drills that are going to help me under that static position. Are you doing them? Because it's not to do with working on your abdominals. It's to do with working on latissimus dorsi, run up the top side here, and your trapeziums, and then extend outside the core into your arms and your triceps. So we're going to do some dynamic planks, and we're going to add movements that help us with our cycling. And we're going to do that every day. We're also going to do my push-up drill. Okay, so I do push-ups every day. So let's start our posture development and really looking after our neck with our push-ups. And let's do them in the way that's manageable for us. So me, yep, 50 every morning, 20, 15, 15. So I start with acromion process. I've talked about this a lot. Shoulder width, for me, 42 centimeters. We're gonna work towards putting our thumbs inwards and our first finger out, like a little toy gun we used to do when we were kids. Now you can just put your hands in position that's comfortable for you, but try and keep them in that shoulder width. Don't be going advanced and doing those wide or really narrow. Focus on what you're doing on your bike. So for me, it's all about the eccentric and concentric relationship. So down, steady, hold, faster up. And try and get your hips nice and high. Don't sink or sag. Get a video. Use your phone. Down, up. Okay? Now I'm going to alternate them with my glute bridges. I'm going to do 20, then I'm doing my 10 glute bridges. Doing 15, back to my glute bridges. Takes a couple of minutes. And it's fast tracking your posture development. Not only are you going to cycle faster, you're going to sit at the dinner table with a lot more stature and posture. Yes, you're going to look like Lord McLean. I like the ring of that, Lord McLean. Yeah. And what this drill does is it helps me build up my isometric strength in the upper body, which allows me to control my posture. Now, when we're on the bike, here's what you do to correct. So when you sit and you place your ass on the saddle, you collapse. And by collapsing, your pelvis is now going up. When we come forward, we have to then lift our chin, because everybody wants ultra high vision with their eyes. But the trouble is, by doing that, you now exert pressure on your neck. You're hinging through the neck. The weight's going through, so this is causing the issue. What we have to do is make sure we do not collapse when we sit. And that collapsing is easy, right? Think of it as the huffy teenager. As soon as we huff, our pelvis collapses. Roll it forward and roll that fucking pelvis forward on the bike. This will help you, okay, push your head in a better position. Think of the balloon at the back of the head holding your head up. It's nice and straight with your spine. So, 50 push-ups a day. We do our plank drills every day, and we start to ride and correct our pelvis when we are aware that we're riding with our chin. Got it? That journey to the 1% Club should be done with your warrior spirit, but also with a smile on your face. That journey to the 1% Club is there waiting for you. But remember, your fitness, your well-being journey is lifelong. The only time it switches off is when you're dead. And I don't want that to happen anytime soon. You take care, keep smiling, keep spinning, and I'll see you in the next video.